click the old record button. Okay, so tonight, what I'm about to show you is a program that's been around since March 2018 of last year. Now, when they first brought out this program was only running on 6 levels, and the cheapest level for them to come in was 0.0167, which was close to around about $300 to $400, even high as $500 to $600 to come in back then. Now, what had happened back then is that because of the price of what it was to get into the program, a lot of people weren't going through it as quickly as what they wanted it to. So what they did is that they started bringing in some new things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sharing my screen, and I'm going to show you a PDF file of what they brought in. So what I'll do is I'll just get you guys to just put your thumbs up if you can see my screen. Yeah, all good. Thank you very much. So what they did is that they brought in a thing called a feeder program. And then what this feeder program was actually a cheaper version of the levels to come in. Now, this feeder level was brought to you by the Bitcoin Pathway team, which is part of the group called ABB, which is Auto BTC Builders, which is what we are called in this program. And what this feeder level did is it gave you a stepping stone to get into this program and to start earning some really good Bitcoin, some really good cryptocurrency. If people don't know what cryptocurrency is, we can go through that a bit later on through the questions and answers for you. As they went through the system, they realized that this feeder level needed to have a substantial way of bringing in people. So what they did is, in the 6 programs that they had 6 levels. Your first level when they first started back in 2018 was 0.0167. Like I was saying, it was too high for them. And a lot of people weren't coming in. They weren't cycling out as fast. So what they did is that they brought in a feeder level. And in the feeder level is what we have here in our 2x2 matrix. Now in our 2x2 matrix, the feeder level to get you started is 0.0056. Now, as you all know, that Bitcoin has taken a massive jump at the moment in the last 24 hours. So 0.056 at the moment in US dollars is $65.68. 24 hours ago, it was $60. 24 hours prior to that, it was in the 50s. So with Bitcoin rising every day at the moment, the price of 0.0056 will increase. So if you do love what you've seen and what has been presented to you and you want to sign up, then today will be the best time to jump in, because within the next 24 hours, Bitcoin can go past the 11,000 mark, and it will be even higher for you to jump in. For people in Australia at the moment, for the same amount, is $96.84 to come in. Now, it doesn't matter where you guys are in the world, whether you're in Nigeria, Iceland, Canada, Fiji, Hong Kong, anywhere in the world, all as you're paying is 0.0056 as a one-time payment. Okay, I will repeat that again. This is a one-time payment that you do only have to pay. You don't have to pay anything more, anything less. Whatever that 0.0056 is in your country is what you need to pay to get into this system. So Australia is $96.84. We go to Nigeria. Nigeria, you're looking at $20,054 in your currency at the present time of what Bitcoin is at the moment. In New Zealand, we already know it's $96. Sorry, New Zealand's actually over $100.43 for New Zealanders to come in. So it's cracked the $100 mark for 0.056 for New Zealanders. Who else do we have? We've got, like, South Africans, 974, just 24 hours, that was at 891. So there are big difference as it goes through. So just be mindful of, with Bitcoin rising, prepared to realize that the amount that you pay each time it keeps going up will be higher. So when you come into the program and you've paid the 0.056 and your account is activated, now the way that you activate your account is that when you're ready to sign up, we will send you a link for you to sign up as. When you sign up, you'll sign up with your username, your password, postcode, cell phone number, and all that in the main registration form. Once you've filled out the registration form, you'll come through to a page that'll have all of these sitting there waiting for you, which one that you want to jump into. Now, the one that you don't see here is the one for the feeder level, which is 0.0056, as they haven't updated these PDF spreadsheets at the moment. So when you come in, you'll see a 0.0056. You'll click on that one there. And what that does is that'll open up the wallet for where you will go to activate your account. So once you click the 0.0056, it opens up this program here. This wallet address, now everyone has a different wallet address show up in their back office. It'll never be the same for every person that signs up, because that way they know that who has sent the money and they can activate it against that person's account. So just remember, when we send you the link and you sign up, this wallet is only for you only. And it's the same with the link that we send you. It is only for you only. No one else, just for you. And the reason why that is because we work on a program called a Rotator. And with that Rotator is that we build down and we fill up every single level that is next to have there to go through. So it doesn't matter if you bring in 2 people yourself, or someone else brings in 2 people, or the system brings in 2 people from spillovers. Now, what I mean by the system bringing in 2, we have 17 teams running in this program. We have our team run by Joe Stevens. We have another 16 teams run by other leaders. And they're all filling their matrix up at the same time of what we're doing. Now, if they get to the point where they can't fill it up anymore because they've got an overspill, what happens is that those overspills, they get spread out over to the next lot of people that need to have that level filled up. So if you start seeing people that pop in underneath your link, don't be alarmed, because they could have come from someone else that's brought in or from the system. So those are the things that will always happen in the program. And the best thing about that is that this platform, the way it's been structured, is building at a good rate. We've had people cycle up to level 2, almost level 3 in 3 weeks. So it gives you an idea at the moment with the amount of people that we have from when they started. Within 3 weeks, our first person is almost at level 3. So once you've you've sent your Bitcoin to this wallet address here. So all you do is you just highlight that. You go to your back office of your Bitcoin wallet. You go to the send part that you want to send the Bitcoin. I'll actually bring up my Coinbase so I can actually, or even give you an idea what it looks like. I use Coinbase in my country. Many other people use different other types of wallets that's good for their country. So depending on what country you're in, depending on what wallet that you will use that's best for your country. Now, if you're in Australia, the best two wallets to use is Coinbase and CoinJar. And later on, I can go through that with you guys later on anyway to go through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically just use one of my accounts in here just to show you what I mean. So when you go to your send and it opens up this, what you'll do is that you'll just put the wallet address into here and the amount of Bitcoin that you need to put, which we all know is a 0.0056. Do not put anything more and do not put anything less. And the reason why, if you put too much in, they will not activate your account. What they'll do is that they'll send you the balance back of what you've oversent. And then once they've sent that back, then they'll let you know that you can activate your account because they've got the right amount of Bitcoin. If you've sent less, they will send you an email saying that you have not sent enough Bitcoin and you need to send the remaining before they can activate your account. So the best thing to do is always, when you go into your wallets, always come to the part here where it's got the BTC and you literally just put 0056. That is it. Do not need to worry about anything else. Just send that amount. Depending on where you are, it automatically adds the fees for you. Once you've done that and confirmed it and viewed the details, within 30 seconds to about a minute, they say, but to be honest, it's best to give it at least 30 minutes. So every half hour, just come back to your wallet here and click on the Access My Account. Now you'll know if your account is activated because as soon as you click on that, it'll automatically bring you to this part here. And then once you come to this part here, you come over to your 2x2 network, little diagram up here, and click on it, and that'll open up this page here. If you see that, then you know that your account is activated and you're on the journey of your life. Now, once you are in here, all as you are required to do is just bring in 2 people, and then you help them bring in their 2 people. You are setting the foundation for yourself by introducing it just to 2 people. And I'm sure that we all know just 2 people, whether it be your neighbor, whether it be your shopkeeper just down the road, whether it be a work colleague, family, friends, but they have to be over the age of 18. The reason why they have to be over the age of 18 is that when you get to the point where you are ready to withdraw your funds, they need to have their account verified. And what I mean by their account being verified is that when you come up here to My Account and you go to withdraw funds, before you're able to withdraw funds and have your balance show up here, it'll say up here that you need to verify your account. And the way to verify your account is that you'll upload a file either of your passport or either of your driver's license front and back, submit it to them within 24 to 48 hours. They will review it, and if it is approved, this part here will turn blue to say that you are verified, and you'll end up seeing this part down here. Now what this part here does is that actually tells you the balance that you can take out of your account. Now be mindful that you cannot take anything less than $50 US. So you have to make sure that you have over $50 in here to withdraw. Now we all know that 0.0056 is the minimum because that's $60. So if you keep that in mind, whatever you paid into the program is literally the minimum that you have to take out. There's no maximum. You can take out as much as you want. That's entirely up to you. So all you do is that you just put the amount in there, and then you put your Bitcoin wallet into this apartment here, and then you click submit, And then within 24 to 48 hours, that balance will be in your Coinbase, CoinJar, blockchain, cex.io, depending on which ones that you use, it'll show up in there. So that just gives you a brief rundown on how to sign up, what happens when you do sign up, and how to withdraw. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through each of the cycles. Now, this is probably the best part of the whole presentation, is what you get when you're going through the program. Now, I joined this program 2.5 weeks ago. Now, I was really skeptic about joining another matrix because I've been in so many matrices and a lot of them have failed. But when I was showing this, it took me probably about a day to think, yeah, all right, I'll give it a go. All right, I was pushed into it. But to be honest, I'm glad that I was pushed into it, because what I've seen over the 2.5 weeks that I've been has absolutely been phenomenal. And there are many other members in our team that can verify that they have cycled and they have seen Bitcoin hit their back office. So when you first come into the program with the 0.0056, you will start off here. Now, everybody, doesn't matter where you are, you all start in the feeder level. Once your matrix starts to grow and you've fully completed this whole level here, so these two here will turn blue, these ones here will turn yellow. Once this last person here turns yellow, you automatically will be transferred over to level 1. So you've cycled out of the feeder level and you've cycled into level 1. Now with level 1, what happens here is that you will start to wait for the rest of these guys to catch up. And what I mean by them catching up is that they are doing the same thing as what you did. They are filling up their matrix, making sure that they get their 6. Once this first person here, either this side or that side, depending on which way they're doing it, as soon as that person comes over here, he is classed as your ATM machine, or he's your credit card man, he's your bank teller. You call him whatever you want, because he's your money-making man. As soon as he comes from here to here, you will get paid 10% from this person here as a payment that you can spend however you like. Now, what that price of that person is 0.005, okay, which is that amount there. So that's how much your first downline will get paid in South African money. $869 just for the first person showing up. I wouldn't mind that. Let's go to USA. USA, just for that person showing up, it's $58.69. It's almost paid you back what you've just paid into the program to start. And that's just from your first person that showed up. Go to Nigerian. Nigerian, just for the first person, they get $17,988. Just for that person there, showing up in his downline. But that's just once. You haven't calculated this one yet. Because when this person here comes over and joins you, you're getting another 10%. Another bank teller paying you money. Instead of you paying the bank teller, they're paying you. About time they started paying us, really. So, you know, these two here are your bank teller machines. They pay you every time they come and join you in your level. You are getting 10% of that cycle center level. But there are 2 other ways that you can get paid as well, just for them going into here. When these 2 people here cycle over to you, they are also paying a cycle bonus when they come out into your back office of the 0.0167. Now that 0.0167, that will not show up in your bank account, in your back office. So what I mean by it will not show up in here. And the reason why it will not show up there is because that money is put aside as a reserve. And I'll get into that a bit more. What I mean by a reserve is that when this person here shows up, this person here shows up, and yourself, because you cycled over, your first 3 people get the center level bonus of 0.0167. Now, the reason why they give you that is because what it does, it actually helps you, once your final 4 down the bottom have filled up, the 3 0.0167s that you have received from these 3 people gives you enough to cycle through to level 2. So if you go to 0.0167, okay, in Nigeria, that's 60,000 that they put in reserve for you, times 3. So 1 from that person there when you sign up, come over, that person there, and that person here. That's your first way of payments, of those 3 people paying that when they come in. Your second type of payment is that you're getting paid the 10% commission from these people here for when they cycle over. Your third type of payment is that when these 4 here come through, you get paid the cycle out bonus from you going from level 1 to level 2, because you've not only filled up level 1, you have also filled up your feeder level. Like you can see here on the picture here, I've got 2 of these opened up. So when my first direct downline pops up here into level 2, because at the moment they're already in level 1, but I don't see them because they're still building up to come to level 2. As soon as that person shows up there, that same person is going to show up here, and he's also going to show up here. And the reason why they show up in every level that you're in is because they follow you like a leader. They are learning from you. They are following what you do to help them grow. But every time that you go through each cycle and you cycle through to the next, these 2 people, when they join you, you get 10% of whatever that center level is of the level that you're in. And you follow that all the way through to every single level, all the way down to level 6. When you get to level 6 and you've opened up all these other matrices behind you, and you start filling them up, when your 2 direct downlines that have been following you every single step show up with you in level 6, you're getting 4.5 Bitcoin from this person, and from yourself. When you come into level 6, now that's 12.5 Bitcoin from these 3 people. 12.5. $44,971,575 in Nigerian. Just for you and your 2 direct downlines getting to here. That's just for them getting to here with you. Let's have a look at that in New Zealand money. In New Zealand, you are looking at $225,190.45. That's just for 12.5 Bitcoin. For when you and 2 of your direct downlines come down here. But you have to realize that is not the end of your money-making machines. because you've still got these 4 here to come through, when you fully cycle out this, you are going to get another 4.05 Bitcoin. So in total, you're coming out with 18.2, $327,877 and a mere 29 cents for when every single person that's been following you in every matrix joined you here, and you fully cycle out of this. Because there's no more cycle levels here for you to jump into, everything that comes into you comes here. It is yours. Now everyone's probably thinking, oh, okay, so what happens now? Best thing about what happens now is that even though that you've cycled out of level 6, what happens is out of this amount of money that you have, all you need to take out of this huge amount of dollars is that amount to come back in and go through the whole structure again. But the best thing about it is that the people that have been following you all the way through level 6, they will be the same people that follow you back in and go through it out again. Now, one person can go through the feeder level right through to level 6 in about 6 months. So from the time that you start to the time that you finish, can take an average one person 6 months. So that's only half a year that you're earning this amount of money. In half a year. Go around again, you're doubling that in 1 full year. So that's $654,000. See how long it'll take someone to earn $654,000 in their entire lifetime? They'll probably have to work till they're at least 150, maybe even longer. For what? Stress? Nah. With this program here, for only just introducing 2 people and helping everyone else bring in 2 people, you're going to come out with this in 6 months. But you've also got to realize that Bitcoin is on the rise. Now, we all know that Bitcoin is supposed to probably get to around about $50,000 by Christmas, probably even earlier. Now, you take this sum here of what it is at the moment for 18.2 Bitcoin for the price of that. So the best way to do it, if you know your maths pretty well, for 1 Bitcoin, it's costing you 18,000 at the moment. Well, imagine 1 Bitcoin being 50,000 and you times that by 18.2. Now, I worked that out earlier today, and for 18.2 Bitcoin at $50,000 per Bitcoin is $989,000 US dollars. You turn that into New Zealand or Nigerian, it is well over $1 million. Well over $1 million for 6 months at doing what? Introducing 2 people. Helping them bring in 2 people. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can just bring in 2 people. And a lot of people also ask me too, said, well, what happens if you spend your funds when you go through each level from your commission people? So the money that you get from these 2 people, yes, that is your commission for them cycling in. If you want to spend that, that is completely up to you. That is fine. Because when I came into level 1, I did the same thing. And I'll actually show you what I did. And my question to myself was, I spent all my money. I said, how am I going to cycle to level 2? And that was always weighing on my mind. And I didn't know what was going to happen. Did I have to repay it to get in, put some more money in my pocket just for me to go through? No, you don't. Because like I was explaining before, that the 0.0167 that you receive from yourself coming in and your 2 direct downlines coming in underneath you, they all paid you the same amount, and that helped you cycle through. I'll take you through to my transaction history and I'll show exactly how I started. Like everyone else, I started off at 0.0056. Just like you will do the same. No one pays anything different. When my first matrix filled up in the feeder level and I cycled through to the next matrix, they paid me the 0.0167. When my first direct downline comes in, as you see in the transaction, you get paid twice from those people. One is your 10% commission that you can spend. The other one that comes through is the 0.00167 that goes towards the one that you brought in when you came in. So now you've got 2 lots of 0.0167 that has been put aside and held to help you cycle through to the next level. When my second downline came in, same scenario happened. Got the 0.005 commission, which is your 10%. They also gave me the cycle out bonus for them cycling out of the feeder level into level 1. That's now the 3,167 payments that I've received. And when you calculate all of them together, it comes up as 0.005. And you'll also see that I paid 2 people. Now these 2 people that I paid, I used my commissions from it, from this person here and from this person here. Those 2 payments here was enough to pay it forward for 2 brand new people to bring into the program. And this is where I was getting worried, because I spent all my funds and I had nothing left in my account balance. Literally nothing. It was like all zeros. But when I got my last person in my matrix that filled me up in level 1, I came in the next day and there was 0.053 in my account, which is the 0.04 that they paid here, and the 0.01336 was in my account balance. And that was because from these 3 payments here of the 167, which gave me enough to cycle to level 2, which is where I am right now. Now, when these people here cycle through, I'm going to get the 10% commission from them. But I also will get the cycle out bonus from them when they've come out of level 2, level 1 to level 2, because they've cycled it out of their matrix out of here, they've filled it up, and they've brought it in over here. Now, when all this is complete, this one here will also be complete. This one here will also be complete. And when you're ready to go through here, you'll get the cycle out of bonus for cycling out of level 2 to level 3. You also get the cycle out of bonus from coming out of level 1 again. And also because your feeder level has filled up again. So that's 2 more payments on top of you coming out of the level 2 to level 3. The same concept will go all the way through. Every time you cycle out of this one here to the next one, you get paid out the cycle level from the ones that you've already come out of. So if you're in level 3 and you're going to level 4, you'll get paid, once you come in here, you get paid from cycling out of level 3, level 2, level 1, and the feeder level. And this is how your funds are built up to when you get to here. Level 6, you're getting the 4.5 from these 3 people here, plus you're getting the 4.05 for when the final 4 come in and you fully cycle out of here. And this is how you're coming out with 18.2 Bitcoin at the end of it. and you go through the same structure yet again. We've had one person that tested the withdrawal system the other day, and he withdrew $100 just to test it. Now, he did that at, I think it was about 11 o'clock his time, which was almost, it was quite late for him. And he actually woke up in the morning and the money was already in his back office. That's how quick it was. Just to test it. Yep, our team leader. To test it. So he is living proof that money can go from there into your back office of your blockchain within 24 hours. So with Bitcoin rising the way that it's rising, just imagine what your amount's going to be when you start taking it out of your back office in ABB into your blockchain. It'll increase every time. My mate who's at work, I've been showing him at work his account, and I actually showed him today. I said, you got your first downline in level 1. And I said, you've already been paid from him. And he got paid 0.0067 from him. Now, when I showed him earlier this morning, that was like $108 Australian money. But when I showed him just before I left to go home today at 4:30, that amount changed because Bitcoin went up. It was no longer 108. It was actually 120, just because Bitcoin rose. So as you can see, as Bitcoin's going up, so is your money value for the amount of Bitcoin that you have. That's what I was saying. If you calculate one Bitcoin at 50,000 when it hits that, and you cycle out of level 6, and you've got 18.2 of them, you're coming out with over $1 million for 6 months of just going through this program. And the only thing that you had to do was come in, pay a mere $60, $70, depending on what country you're in. And then 6 months later, you're coming out with that. So the only 2 requirements that you need in this entire business is 1, come in with the mere 0.0056. 2, bring in 2 people. That's all you do. That's it. If you want to bring in more, God bless you. Because it's helping everyone. We've got other people that are bringing in multiple people as well. We've got people that are brought in there too. We've got people that have probably brought in 20, 30 people. But we don't see that as they're doing more work and stuff like that. We see that as that everyone is contributing in some sort of a way to get this team moving and keep it moving. Our average that we are signing up every single day is between 5 to 10 people per day. You do that over a course of a week. So if you do 5 a day, times that by 7, that's 35 members per week. And how many members does it take to cycle one person out of the feeder level? 6. 6 people to cycle from the feeder level to level 1. And if you're bringing in 35 members per week, that's almost 6 members per week that are cycling out of the feeder level. So if you say 6 people cycle out to the feeder level into level 1, imagine how many people are going. You're probably pushing at least another 1 person from level 1 into level 2, which is then making the next person in level 3 get that little bit closer step to their next level. At the moment, I think we've only had 1 person that's actually gone through the entire rotation from the feeder level to level 6. Our next highest admin people are sitting at level 4 at the moment. So they're only 2 levels away from cycling out. Now, I found out today that our team, the way that it's been going at the moment, we're actually starting to catch up to the higher admins at a faster rate. It's because of all the work that you guys have been doing by bringing in people every day, by these presentations that we have every day. I think we're the only team that has that many presentations throughout the week that's introducing this to everyone out there. And the more people that we've got out there hearing about this is now making it more better for the community. It's helping a lot of people. You look at Harun, when he first came in, it's like it took him a while to get used to what this was. But now he's got it down packed and he is absolutely blowing it out the water in Nigeria. He is king of Nigeria, this fella. We've got a few people from South Africa that are coming in, and they're starting to bring in some good numbers. Now, we've got us here in Australia, New Zealand. I've got people coming from the Philippines in the next week or so. That's another huge backing. So we've got some really great people amongst us that are making this team so powerful that we're actually going to overtake the admins. We're actually going to overtake their team. And we're going to be the top team in this program. And what it does to us is that it makes what you guys are doing worthwhile in the end. And people are starting to see it because they can see themselves cycling through at a faster rate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the chat rooms. If you do have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. We are here to help. We are here to listen. We are here to give you more guidance. We want to make sure that you guys understand how this program works, how the structure works. So when you guys go out there and you speak to people about it, you have a more clear and understanding on how the program is. And it brings more people in, because I've seen through my presentations over the last week that more people are starting to get glued to what I'm showing them, is because they're starting to understand it more. And the more people that are understanding it, they're actually telling these people exactly how it's working properly. They're not missing anything. They're telling them every single part that they need to know on how this program works. And our Zoom rooms are starting to grow. And we've got 20 people in. We head up to, 13, 14 people in here at one stage. So it shows you that people are staying and want to learn. So I will open up the chat room and see what questions that we've got in there, and also unmute as well. But I do ask you to be mindful, please, when I do unmute, if you have any questions, please just one at a time so we can answer them. So the floor is all yours.
Stop recording, please.